morning, funky junkers. How is everyone this morning? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hey, everyone. Let me pull you up on my phone. Oop. My phone is glitching. My phone. Let's see if I can get it this time. There we go. Oop, I don't want to do that. Okay. Debbie Hauser. Debbie Hauser, you are my first watcher that I see. Make sure you message me your mailing address. I'm going to send you some sparkle mail. Hello, Carol and Mildred and Ruth and Linda. What's going on, everyone? Hi, Tam. Hey, Monica. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hello from Elyria. You're like my neighbor. You're right down the street. Hello, Jennifer. Hey, April. Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Would You Bend. Gonna do a thrift store. I come up here, I swear my nose starts itching. Let the drama continue of all the stuff that goes wrong in my craft room. Hey, Julie. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Barbara. I'm excited for this. This is gonna be, I think it's gonna be simple, but I'm hoping it makes a big impact on this piece. I've had this in my attic stash for quite a while. Good morning, Dewana. Hello, Lisa and Donna and Beverly and Holly and Shelly. Good morning. I know it's early for me, but I'm doing a little presentation for Would You Bend, and they're over in the UK, so we go a little early here. I'm here every other Thursday. Good morning, Connie from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hello, Marty and Gail. What's going on, everyone? Hello, Louise. Louise, I think about you every time I say, geez, Louise. It's like my thing. Geez, Louise. Hello, Jocelyn and Leona. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you guys for sparkling. Okay, so we're going to use some Would You Bend. We're going to use this piece here. We're going to use a little lion's head. And we're going to use a little piece of this rope. Hey, Lauralee and Susie and Gwenda and Laura, Tina. What's up to all my sparkle chicks? And then we're going to use some Posh Chalk metallic paste. Oh, you're so welcome, Missy. Hey, how did I get that lucky that it was your birthstone? Linda, I can't help it. As soon as I walked in here and I sat down, I started sneezing. True story. It's super sunny here today too, Shirley, thankfully. I had to put like darkening shades on the window in front of me because the sun was like glaring right here. I needed you guys to see me. Hi, Whitney. I'm glad you laughed because some people might get mad. Anyway, I've had this. I paid a whopping $4 for this big. Look at this gorgeous candle up. You put a candle in here. It's super pretty as it is, but you know me, I like to flip stuff and I like to make it better than what it is. So we're gonna give this a little bit of makeover with, I'm gonna put the trim here, and then I'm thinking to give it a little bit, it kind of has a medieval vibe. Good morning, Mickey and Vancy. It has like a medieval vibe, and for a whopping $4, you can't mess this up, right? So my idea is to put like this piece around here. Oh, I use so much stuff to paint vintage silver. I've got a ton of videos on my silver. I might be on live later today. I'm home for the day unless my son wants to go driving. So I want to put this on here, and I'm going to use the metallic paste in these three colors to try to give it a, I don't know, like kind of like it, make it match. And then we're going to use this orange gold pigment to try to bring out, see, I think that looks pretty good to match this. So I just want to I want to take this, you know, it's beautiful as it is, don't get me wrong, but I want to take it a notch above. And so I thought we'll put this pretty trim around here. I think I'm going to have to paint the pieces first. But it has like that medieval flair. And what I'm thinking with the lion is to put the lion in the center here and kind of give it that medieval vibe that I feel like it has. Melanie, live from Cabo. I'm so jealous. It's so cold here. Linda, my dad is doing good. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Sally. Hello, Helen. He's doing good. He's home. He's doing much better. As long as he stays healthy and doesn't get any more sickness, he's good. That's the only time his Parkinson's really flares up and he's got to go to the hospital. But he's doing great. Good morning, Kathy. So I'm going to bring out my turntable because we're going to paint. I think what I want to do is paint the Would You Bend first. Okay. How many of you guys have used Would You Bend before? It's amazing. If you haven't used it, go get yourself some. It's actually wood that you can bend when you heat it up. Jackie Cole from Scotland. Oh, I love Scotland though. Come on, y'all. That's like the number one on my bucket list is Scotland. So I think what I want to do is try to get this to somehow not match, but look cool on here and kind of match the tones that are already on there. I did clean this. I did wash it down with like hot water and Dawn dish soap because it's been sitting in my attic for a while, so it was dusty. Hey, Shelly Stacklin. Shelly, I'm so excited. I was thinking about it this morning. We have Dina's event coming up in a month. Oh, I gotta call you. Are we still going together? Good morning, Robin. So I'm just gonna make this really super flat. So I think what I want to do is just start off painting this with some of the Posh Chalk metallic paste in the black carbon. If you use heat, a candle or bulb, the glue will eventually melt. I've never had that problem using my Woodgie Bend. I have candles with Woodgie Bend on it. I've never had that happen. I use battery operated candles. So it is from the era we did Mediterranean for. Yes, it's heavy dark. It's Mediterranean, but to me, it has like this castle medieval vibe. Okay, I'm going to call you today, Shelly. I got a meeting after I get off of here, but I'm going to call you. So I'm going to go in, and I think what I'm just going to do is start out with just a solid black. Hey, Vicky. And this black, it's almost like a dark gray, but it's going to be a nice base anyway. So I'm just going in with a brush. And please forgive me, Woodgie Bend. I still have not washed my brushes, y'all. I got to do it today. I have to. Like, seriously, I've been saying that for like 4 days. I have to wash my brushes today, though. So I'm just kind of packing this in. I could spritz it with a little bit of water, and it'll just kind of stretch out that paste a little bit. But these are like super great products. How many have you tried? I know that you guys have tried the Posh Chalk paste, and they're so good. And this piece, I don't know the number either of this Woodgie Bend item, but I used this. This is the one that I did on that rocking horse. If you guys remember that rocking horse I did. Hey, Veronica. Hi, Barbara. Good morning, everyone. I'm so looking forward to spring. I'm going to try to even, I'm home for the day, I think. I do have to run to Hobby Lobby. But I do need to wash my brushes, finish some laundry, and I need to decorate for Easter. We're having Easter at our house, and all my nieces and nephews are coming, and my grandkids, so I need to make sure that I get my house all decorated with lots of bunnies. A mini brush washer. I know, you know, that would be so great. I'm sure I do have one, but like I actually, when I go to Hobby Lobby today, I'm gonna look for like a big, huge jar, because the ones that I have are not big enough to store all my stuff. So I want to get a bigger one to hold my brushes. Why? I should get a smaller one so I have to wash them more frequently, but I get lazy. I don't know why. I just don't like washing my brushes, and I'm probably going to buy more brushes today too. Hello, Tina. I'm probably going to let Jack drive me. Yes, that's all this kid. He convinced me that last night, 10 o'clock p.m., I just got into bed. He's like, Mom, come here for a minute. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm really craving a milkshake. Really craving a milkshake. Let's go. And I was like, okay, fine. We'll take your brother's car, right? I'm not kidding you. I had like 4 heart attacks. No joke. How many of y'all have dealt with teenage drivers that have just got their license? Day 2 of him driving, he takes the turn at the intersection without any brake, okay? Seriously, if you all read that blog post or that article I wrote called Brake, go read it. I was screaming like a maniac. And there's a car right there, and I'm like, dude, you have to press the brake when you're going around a curve. This is not NASCAR, okay? And he's laughing and he thinks it's funny. I was like, stop. I said, get out of the car. I mean, I was mad. So I was like, Jack, you can't take turns like that. That's, you know. And then we're going through the McDonald's drive-thru. What does he do? He puts his foot on the gas to go around. You know, it's tight in there. Hit the curb. And I was like, dude, this is not funny. You do not press the gas when you're taking a turn through a drive-thru. Yeah, my foot went through the floor, Dawn, for sure. Yeah, totally made me nuts. And then on the way back, I think like I so freaked out on him. Like I was mad and I was like freaking out. And he's like, just be quiet. I've got this. Chill out. And I was like, dude, I'm going to tell you when you do good and I'm going to tell you what needs work. And if you don't like it, then you're going to learn how to drive in your in-cars because I won't do it. I won't take you anymore. Takes her car into us. Oh my God, Carrie, don't tell me that. Dirt roads. Yeah, we did also go to the school parking lot. So, but still, it just, man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. Hey, Maria. It's a little nerve-wracking. I told my son that exactly, Perlin. I told Linda, I said, let me tell you something right now. You are driving a weapon. This is a car. This can harm you. It can harm others. I'm like, you have to take this so seriously because it's not just about you. It's about everybody on the road with you. My husband drives like a little lady too, Jessica, except when he's not in the race car. Yeah, and I know my husband will take him out. You're still, oh gosh. And my son's like, you're a horrible driver. And I was like, yeah, I'm a horrible driver, Jack. That's why my driving record is so good, because I'm a terrible driver. Hey, Wanda from South Carolina. So here's the black. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing before I put that away. I want to do the same thing to the little lion head. Good morning, Celeste. Yeah, but it's fun. I mean, it's memories, but whew, it's a little nerve-wracking, to say the least. Anyhow, that's my fun. So pray for me today if I have to go out. Yeah, he's got to do a driving class too. It's called In-Cars, Driver's Ed. So he's got to do all that. And I told him, I says, you start giving me lip, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to be driving. That's how you're going to learn how to drive, is with your In-Cars driver who has a brake. You know, they have those cars with the brakes on the passenger side. And I was like, I'm just going to tell you right now, if that was your driver's test going around that curve, that would have been a massive fail. Good morning, Diana. He can do it through school, or they actually have like facilities. It's like an actual driving school in our area. There are quite a few of them. I know, right? Your hubby drives like a Bennett. He's 60. Let me tell you, I'll be the first to tell you, I drive fast, but I'm a good driver. And I try to tell my kids, look, we have years of experience. I've been driving since I was, say, 18. I've been driving for 30 years. And we didn't have all the distractions that we have now. So that's what's scary. All right, so I got this black on here. And as you can see, it's still not going to match that. It looks a little gray. Oh, look how cool that's going to be, though. So now we need to give it some dimension. And I want to bring in, I don't know what color I'm going to use. I think I might use a combination of both. So these are the metallic pastes in deep gold and brown Van Dyke. You're a fast driver too, Mickey. I knew you were my sister from another mister. I don't like getting stuck behind slow drivers. Geez, Louise, I can't get that open. Let me give it some heat. So what are y'all up to this week? And anything good going on? I do craft fast. Everybody says, I talked to somebody yesterday, she's like, you paint so fast. It amazes me how fast I paint. Maybe it's because I've been doing it for so long, I'm kind of used to it. I mean, I probably do paint fast. Yes, so these paints, Mildred, are the Posh Chalk metallic pastes. I already used the color Black Carbon, and now I'm going to go over it and kind of blend Brown Van Dyke and Deep Gold into it to try to do that down. I Oh, I'm so sorry, Annette. Yeah, and that's, my kids have lost a lot. Thank you, Vicky, for the stars. My kids have lost friends to, drunk driving, all kinds of other things. And you know what? While I'm at it, wait a minute. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna heat this up, measure it out, and then put a coat of black on this too. I know I have to go to Hobby Lobby today, and I didn't get my license until I was 18 either. My mom wouldn't let me. Oh my gosh, Debbie, that's so scary. Yes, Lisa, it was you. Dee, you're in a craft show this weekend. That's amazing. All right, so I'm going to bring our little candle over here, and I am going to. I hope you do really well. And all I'm going to do is measure it out. Let's see, it's going to go right here. So I'm just going to cut that right here, and I'm just going to use my scissors and try to get it as straight as I can, and that should just be fine when I mix that up. So I'm just going to take this off here, and then I'm going to heat this up, lay it flat, and I'm going to paint this. Get it all painted together. That's how I feel. Like, experience is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to drive in the snow. I will be completely transparent about that. I don't like to drive in the snow, but I can drive in the snow because I've had a lot of experience driving in the snow where we live. You know, the trim. I know I was thinking about putting the trim on the legs too, but for that I would have to go like all the way around the loop. And then on the opposite, so I don't know. That might come later. If I stare at it long enough and I feel like it needs something else, you know what I do to my projects. I work on them after the live and add and play. So I'll probably stay up here until little man comes upstairs and says, "Can we go driving?" Because I know it's coming. I know it's coming, y'all. And when you're doing wood bend, just make sure you get all in those little nooks and crannies. And I did spritz this with some water just to, when you use the pastes, it helps to spritz it with some water, and it just kind of makes the paste go from a thicker paste to a like a paint. Or if you give more water, then it'll become like a wash. Okay, I think that's good. All right, now we're done, I think, with the black carbon. Thank you, Claire, for the stars. Jocelyn, I don't know how to drive a motorcycle, y'all. I will say that. I don't know how to drive a motorcycle. I go riding with my husband. Do you have any tips on working with the wood bend? I always keep it warm, Dee. Keep it warm. But here's the thing. Do you guys remember this thing that I did? This dog print with the wood bend? Well, when I went to Schoolhouse Salvage, that was going to go in my auction. It broke. The ends broke. I'll show you how easy wood bend is. This thing broke. This broke. All of this. This was broken like in 4 parts. This one was broken here, and you can still kind of see the little crack right there and here. Guys, all you have to do is heat it up, put some wood glue on it, and just put it back together. Literally, it's perfect, and it's strong. It's not going anywhere. It's tough, but this is so amazing because you can fix things that break just by applying heat. Yeah, the joys of boys, Julie. But if you're working with wood bend and you're breaking it, my suggestion would be to possibly keep it warm. That's why I heated this up, because when it gets real hard and stiff, that's when it becomes, to me, it gets more fragile. So you don't want it to be, that's when it does break easily, but you can totally put these back together really easily. Oh, that sounds fun, Kim. Hey, Debbie. Wood bend is amazing. It's very, very cool. All right, so now I'm going to take another brush, and I'm going to go in I'm going to give it a little water. That's it. And I'm going to go in with, let's go in with this color. This is deep gold. I'm just going to dip in there. And I'm just going to kind of like, same thing. I just kind of want to blend all these colors together, but I still want some of that black to show through. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know, squishing it in there. Hey, Lisa. I saw you, girl, on Debbie's auction last night. I watched it for a good hour and a half. Or I tried to get some stuff, but y'all were too quick. I was lagging big time on that auction last night. So see how pretty that looks with just a little bit. Now this, what color did I say this was? Deep gold. So see how we just changed the color. So now it's kind of looking, still not there yet. I still want to bring in some more dark. I might have to keep, this is where I'm just going to keep playing with it. You got one thing. Hey, you got one thing. So I'm just going to keep playing with it until I get the color. And don't forget, we're going to be putting some pigments on there. So the pigments are going to be a game changer too, because that's really going to bring out the highlights. It's really going to bring out everything, I think. But I love how this looks already. Isn't that cool? And you can play with it. And you can just get like a wet brush and then just kind of blend. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more black though too. You were lagging too? You're so excited, Lisa. I'm excited. What did you win, Lisa? I forgot. So I'm just kind of like going in and just blending. I'm going back in with some more black. The black carbon. And then I'm going to hold it up over there. Yep, and now I'm going to go in with, I think, this is going to be my blending brush. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the other one. It's metallic. It's a paste, Gail. So these are metallic paste. So they are thick. That's why I spray the water. You sprayed a little bit of water. And then I got to learn to keep the lid on it, though, because it does, you don't want it to get dried up. And this one, I feel like, you can also put some Posh Chalk infuser in there when it gets a little, thank you, Janet. It gets a little like sticky. So I'm just reaching in there, or even just a little bit of water in there might work. Yeah. It's a paste, and that's why you add the water, because then it makes it more like a paint. Let me see what this color does to it. It's very similar to the other one. This is Brown Van Dyke. I always want to say Dick Van Dyke, but it's Brown Van Dyke. Yeah, I definitely lagged on Debbie's. Her mouth, like towards the end, her mouth wasn't matching. Her mouth wasn't matching what was going on. Let me see. So see how cool this looks? It just has like this beautiful sheen to it. Now, I like the way this looks. I'm thinking I'd add a little bit more black. Just because I want it to be a little bit darker, I think. But then we're going to go over it. We're going to top it off with that. Where's my blendy brush? We're going to top it off with that other gold. Oh, really? You two? Yeah. I don't know if it was like her leg or just that it was just a book thing. I'm not sure. Which it could have been. You never know. So see how we're just kind of adding that? And then I want to bring in this gold on top, which I think is what's going to tie it all together. Let me see. Yeah, it looks very cool. And I'm going to bring some of that color down onto the legs too. But I kind of like that. Let's see what it looks like when we add in our this would probably be for inside, but because if it gets wet, then you're kind of. So I'm just taking a little bit of this pigment. This is pigment, and this is the color orange gold, and then I'm going to take some of my infuser. Copper tones, yes, and I think that's what this is right here. I don't know why the dog is barking. So I'm going to stir that up. I'm gonna dry my brush. I just washed this one. Kim, what are we doing this weekend? I don't know. I honestly, I think I might have my brother's kids on Saturday. I think, but I'm not sure. So all I'm gonna do is kind of mix this together. And it's like a powder, so you got to be careful with it. When I go to Hobby Lobby today, I'm going to get some of those little glass jars, or the Dollar Tree. They have little plastic ones with lids. And I can start mixing my patinas, my pigments in there, and then I can keep it. Because right now I just mix it on a paper plate, but that's not very conducive. All right, so you're just mixing, and look at how pretty. So see, that's kind of like the color that's over there on that lamp. So I'm just stirring it all up. You can add more pigment infuser if you want. Ooh, look at how pretty. You just stir it up really well, and look at that shine. And see, I think this is going to be a good color for that to go on top of that. Let me see. Now that this is dry, it still has more of a gray tone. I want it to have more of a black tone. I wonder if I have like a, let me try this. Now this is Posh Chalk. Hey Terry, Posh Chalk Patina. I don't really know what I'm doing with this stuff, but I like to try and find out. This definitely has more of a dark vibe to it, which I think is what I want to go for. I like the finish on this, but I want to see what this patina does. Let's just say we're going to experiment with some stuff today. Oh, yes. See? So get that on there. This is a Posh Chalk Patina. I'm not really sure what it is. It's kind of more like waxy. It doesn't have the shimmer, but look at that. From this side to this side. See how it's kind of darkening all that up? But I'm still getting a lot of that shimmer from the outside, which is what I want. This is just kind of darkening it up, making it look more, yes. Okay, see? It's always good to experiment. See how it's just making it a little bit darker? I think that looks cool. I like it. Now when we go over it, and then you can go back in with some more gold, maybe. See, just play. It's like have a Bob Ross moment. You know who Bob Ross is? Have a Bob Ross moment and just kind of play with stuff. What did I miss? I don't have room for my finished items. That's why I started having sales and auctions, because y'all, I got no room. It almost looks like wrought iron. I'm digging it. Look at how cool that looks. You see how it's still got like the metallic vibes to it, but it's almost like an aged. So what I added to that to get it a little bit darker instead of a gray look was the Posh Chalk Patina. And I don't know what color this is. This is dark brown. Hey, Maria Nova. Yes, add water, Maria. It's a paste. So it's a paste. That's why you add the water. Look at how stinking cool that turned out. See, I love that color. That's the color I was going for. So now hopefully I can do it to this other ones. Now I'm going to go in with my, this stuff. And I want to use it kind of like just stick it on, highlight it. I don't want to put it on super heavy. I just kind of want to bring out the details. How did I make that gold? So how I made the gold was the Posh Chalk pigment, and you mix it with the Posh Chalk pigment infuser. It's a very fine powder, and then you put it on. Oh, thank you, Mary. Welcome. All right, so now I'm just going to go really gently just to see what I like. Okay, I don't want to do it too much. I just want to kind of almost like, I can just use my finger, y'all, because then I can really feel, oh yeah, look at that. So see, it's almost like using Rub and Buff. You're just using that. Just kind of dipping it in there, and then your finger catches all the raised relief, I guess is what you say. the raised pieces. Look at me trying to sound all fancy. I just use water from my sink, and we have well water. I've never had a problem. Uh-oh, little boy must be awake. I hear him. He's probably going to go out in the backyard and play lacrosse. All right, so do you see how by adding the gold, look at how shiny. Yes, you're always going to use, Maria, this looks like something that would go in your house. You always use wood glue, even if you're applying to glass. I always use Would You Bend with wood glue. Okay, so there's that. Now look at it with our, wait a minute, I don't want to get anything on my lamp. Okay, here's our candle, right? And then see that up there is going to go right on that globe. Look at how stinking pretty it matches all the way around. Love it. All right, so I hope to God I can figure out how to do the same technique on the other pieces because we got more. I want to put the lion head in the middle here, but I love how this came out. See, sometimes, guys, you just got to wing it and, you know, just go for it. I had no idea what I was doing. Hello, Georgie. Yes. Oh, Carrie, you got to try Would You Bend. It's so amazing. All right. So see, here's what we had with this one. Now it's the same thing. I'm going to take some of that, what is this called? The patina. I'm going to dip it in there. And I'm just going to kind of darken that up as well. And then just kind of a little water and see what happens. And it's just going to be able to, but I still want to see that metallic come through. So you can go back in with metallic and just kind of blend and mix. But I want to darken it up a little bit. That's where I just dip into that patina in the dark brown color. And it should match then. See how it just darkened that up, but it still gives you like that mottled look, and that's what I'm going for. So I got that. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna put that over there, and then I'm gonna do my little lion head. Same thing. I need to go in with the brown though. I want to keep going. I'm gonna put the lid back on. My colors. I don't want them to get dried up. They are too good. Hey, Leonette. Okay. So I'm going to go with this little bit of brown Van Dyke, and you're just going to kind of, I just blotch it, y'all. You can get it wet, just a little spritz, and that just helps it blend. And then I'm going to go in with my patina. Patina is not the infuser. So we have metallic pastes. We have the infuser. The pigments are like the fine powder. And then this is the patina. It's like a waxy, dark brown type dealio. And I'm just kind of going on top of him. And I want to make sure that he's got the same color. Yep, perfect. See how easy that was? And you don't know until you try, y'all, right? My spray bottle I got from a friend of mine, Misty Fears got me that. I've had it for years. So again, the patina is what we use to darken it up. It was still a little gray from the black carbon. So I went over it, I grabbed the Posh Chalk patina, and that kind of made it dark. And that's a little bit more like Vaseline. And the pigments are the powders. They come in a bunch of colors, but look at all that. It's very fine powder, and then you mix it with the infuser. This is my favorite decoupage medium. This is what you decoupage with. It works amazing. Hi, Doreen. I'm having a great day. How are you? So, and that's how we made this gold. So now I'm going to bring this back over. We're going to take my little gold brush. I'm actually just going to use my finger again. It's like liquid gold, but they come in such colors and they're brighter. They're not as flat. They are more vibrant. Actually, I'm going to dry this for a second. And it's more vibrant. It literally looks like gold. So I'm just going to dry all that patina before I start putting my wax on, or my pigment. And I'm just going to go in with my finger and just bring out all that detail of this trim. See the difference? See how you're just making it come alive? That's all we're doing, folks. It's just cool. I love making things different. That's kind of like, I don't get bored that way. I couldn't make things the same all the time. I have to, you know, make it different. See all that? That's so pretty. Kind of looks like leather, like embossed leather. Your picks blend in with your workspace. Artsy. Sorry, Andrea, I do a lot of work on this turntable. It's created a lot of magic. But I'll show you when we're all said and done. You'll see it. I won't leave you hanging. I need another turntable though. This one is kind of old and I've painted it like 10 times and then it just keeps, you know, getting messy because I'm always creating on it. But I'll make sure that you guys see everything. So see, then we just did our little lion head. Look at how cool that looks, and he looks perfect on our piece right there. Actually, I want a little heavy right there. I don't want to do that. You can add some bling. This is going to get lots of bling. I know this one's getting like wobbly too. It's not the greatest, but when I'm done here, I'm going to take this off because I won't need it to paint. Okay. Maybe I'll look for one at Hobby Lobby today. Yeah, the Hobby Lobby, this is cool. This is Would You Bend item 1458. It comes in a 5-pack, so you get 5 of them, and it's Would You Bend 1458. It's the lion heads. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to let that sit. Now I'm going to bring this back over, okay? Here's our little thingamajigger. Makes me feel like it's full of it's full of lots of love. Lisa, I keep freezing. I'm watching it on my phone and I don't see that I'm freezing on my end. So I don't know. It could be a book thing. Dottie, you want it? So anyway, we have this. Now here's my idea. We're gonna put this onto here, okay? Like so. Ooh la la. See how pretty that ended up coming out and looking on top of there? It's gonna look like it was made for one there. Of gargoyles. Yeah, and this kind of has, I don't think I have poop. You're so funny. So I'm going to heat it up. I got my wood glue out already. And again, no matter what you're putting your Would You Bend on, always use wood glue. The Lion is a Would You Bend product, Michelle. You can find it. I put my link tree in the comments. You can find it in the Would You Bend link in my link tree. And it's item number 1458. So I always use wood glue if you're using Jennifer wood glue. And my Would You Bend link is in my link tree, y'all. And I actually see a little bit more like here. I can see where it's kind of faded. So you can go back in and really brighten it up if some pieces get soaked in or whatever you want to do. You can always tweak it. Yes, I'm going to put a candle in here. The globe does not come off. If it does, oh, it screws off. Look at that, y'all. I think. Oh, it does. Would you look at that? Hold on. So the inside, this little thing was where the candle goes. You see, I paid $4 for this at Goodwill. Yeah, would you look at that? That's going to make it a little bit easier. That's going to make it a little bit easier to decorate. Thanks for the idea. Be careful you don't break my globe. Yeah, this is going to be up for auction. I was at Schoolhouse Auction the other day. They were already, when do we have another auction? They're ready. I said, I got to get busy. You're one man. I know. It's hard, but it's when I paint, I don't like to paint on the paper. I always paint on my turntable because it's full of paint already. Oh, Lene, you were sent home. I can't read the rest of your message. Oh my God, Lene, I hope you're feeling good. Jeez, that's so scary. Well, I'm praying for you, sister. Hi, Fran. We all are praying for you. So you want to get this really, hot. And as you can see, when it starts to, now you can form it. Isn't that so cool? Now I'm going to take my hot glue, my wood glue. You don't want to use, don't do this to me. I just practiced with you this morning and you were really good to go. I must have a clog in here somewhere. So I'm just going to be patient. Just put it everywhere. And then I'm just going to use my finger to spread it out. I don't worry about like seepage if some stuff seeps out because this glue dries clear. So I'm just going to take my finger and make sure that all that glue gets on every single piece of the back of this Would You Bend piece. Because that's how it's going to stick. And if some glue seeps out, then so be it. It will dry clear. You'll never see it. I promise you. Promise, promise, promise. And you just want to make sure you get it all because you don't want any lifting. So you want to make sure you get it all over every square inch of your piece. Okay. Now see, then I'm going to take my globe and I am just going to stick it on here right in the center. I'm not even caring where it's going. I'm just laying it on there. Get the cradle out to hold the globe. I know I should. I thought about that, but this is okay. I got it. And you can see like some of the glue is dripping through. I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to give it some heat. And that is going to just help me press down all the things. And I'm just using, thank God I got big hands because I'm using it to just press it down. What does a clean turntable show? I don't know. That will be nice. Nope, $4. Look at $4.33. All right, so now that I've got that down, it's flat and you can keep heating it. Now I'll go in with like a little brush and I'll just kind of like take away these bigger little pockets of glue that seep through, and then that's it. The rest of it will dry clear. Don't sweat the small stuff. When I tell you it dries clear, it dries clear. And then you're just pressing all of that down and making sure that you don't have any lifting and then just keep giving it some heat. And you can even clean up, like where I wiped some glue away right there, it's a little foggy. That'll come off with alcohol. I've never had a problem. Just making sure that everything is staying down. And I love this already. Denise, where you been, sister? I'm here all the time. Make sure you're sending for my Telegram. I'm here 3 to 5 days a week at least. Acute intensive loop. Oh my God, Lene. I'm gonna say big prayers for you. Keep me posted how you're doing, sister. That's so scary. And Denise, you're a royal too. I'm always in royals once a week too. Get on with it. Okay. So see, I have... You've been missing some good stuff too, Denise. Sick, going for another... Oh, Denise, I'm so sorry. You download the Telegram Messenger app. It's free. And then you go into my link tree. You click on my Telegram. It'll take you right to my Telegram channel. You subscribe, and then you'll get like a little alert on your phone whenever I go live. Okay, so voila. Seriously, y'all. Is that not flippin' amazing? Come on. I can't. It looks like you bought it like that. Does it not? I'm giving myself props here. Oh, geez, Lene. I need my already broken back after. Jeez, girlfriend. Game changer indeed. Well, I'm praying for it. And I think I got it on there straight. I mean, I just pressed it and went with it, but it looks really good. And like I said, all that little, like what you see here, like these little glue boogers or whatever you want to call those, those will dry clear. I promise. By the time we're done, you won't be able to see them, probably. I'm just making sure that it's all... If you have a piece that you see that's like lifted, all you have to do is just heat it and press it down. But it looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. OMG. Seriously. Now it's worth a lot more than $4, right? That's gorgeous. Okay. Now I have to do this. So I'm going to take the globe off, and then we're going to bring this back. And now I want to put this around here. Okay, this metal part. Medieval, right? Now we still have one piece to add to that, but I'm going to wait to get this on. Going to heat this up. Now I already pre-measured this. Hi, Maria. Scrumptious. See, so you can always take something really pretty from like, no, I'm not, I already rubbed them buff. I will add more of that gold on there. Now you need to funkify yours. Maria said she'll find space for it. Yeah, trust me, this is the stuff that goes in my house, but I got nothing. I got no room. I need a bigger house, y'all, and my house is pretty big. And I got no room. All right, when I go to Hobbly Lobbly today, I am definitely getting some new glue. They need to come out with a better... Always gets sticky and stuck. So heat it up. Get your glue on there. The heat really helps your glue set. See, my finger's hot. I can tell that's super hot. Okay. Preaching to the choir girl. So now I'm just going to take this, and I think I'm going to need my glasses. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, it's so much nicer to work in. Trust me. I'm just going to pick a spot, and I'm just going to go right up there, around, and go around. Okay. Now see, I have a little gap right there, but don't you worry, because when you heat up wood you bend, you can stretch it. So I need it to face me. There we go. And I'm not worried about if there's, now see, it's slipping. Okay. I don't care if there's going to be a little gap there, y'all. I'm not really sweating the small. We'll make that the back of it. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that this is all like up where I want it to be. Actually, I'm going to flip it like this. I can see it better. Now all of my pigment is coming off. I should have probably waited to do that till the end. So we'll go back and we'll fix that. And I'm just going to hold this here for a hot second. I'm putting my wood sides of the paper. Do I seal the paint first or put the raised paper down? You want to, if you're using decoupage, you need to put like a white paint or something, then your medium, and then your paper, and then your sealer again. Okay, so see, I kind of rubbed off some of the patina or pigment, so we'll just go ahead and redo that. Actually, hold on, let me get a beauty wipe. You can heat it up and move it. You have a little bit of working time with the wood you bend. Yes, you can heat it up, and it will literally stretch, like where I have this seam. Let's see. See, there's a little gap there, but if you heat that up, you could press that together. You can stretch it longer. You can make it shorter. So I cut this a little bit shorter, knowing that I could gap that together. I'm not really worried about that gap anyway. The wood you bend is amazing. Okay, so I just want to, I don't want to keep screwing up I don't want to get anything on that globe. So I'm just kind of taking, I wiped off a lot of the pigment, but we'll fix that. Okay. No, I did not decoupage the metal, but if you decoupage metal, same thing. You can, it's going to be paint. If you're doing like a decoupage paper that you want to show bright as paint, then your decoupage medium, and then your paper, and then another coat of that. All right, so here's what we got. Now, considering that that's going to be the back because that's where that gap is, this will be the front. Yo, look at that. I can't even. Oh, that's getting lots of gems, Melissa. Yes. Heck yeah. But now I want to go back in. I'm done with this. This is on. I want to go back in with my my pigment right here, and I scrubbed a lot of that off when I was attaching this. It probably wasn't dry enough, and I was, you know, putting pressure on it to hold it. I should have done that part last maybe. So I'm just gonna go over here and add some more. Just rub it on. That way it's really bright and stands out. See the difference there? Now, look how good that matches. Now I'm going to do the same thing up here. I'm just going to kind of touch up, because I did kind of messing around with this too when I was putting it on. I want that to be nice and bright. Down here, I screwed it up a little bit. But see how easy and fixable it is? You maybe to pigment. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so learn from me. Pigment and highlight after you glue it on, because I definitely wasn't dry enough for me to. But we fixed it. How cool is this? I'm digging it, y'all. Okay. And the only thing I want to add onto here is my lion head. Do you guys think I should add the lion head? Could dry brush that? Yes, I will highlight the legs. Should I add on the lion or no? I'm kind of like liking it without. Let me look at it from my point of view. I don't think it needs, see, sometimes I get like an idea. I don't think it needs the lion. Did it get all messed up because when you heat it up? No, the metallic paste will stay with heat. I think what messed it up, I think what I did wrong was I applied the patina after. I should have waited. But now I'm going to take some of this patina and just kind of like skim the edges of like here. Not a lot. It's similar, just like you're just highlighting around. I don't want to give it a lot, but you can even kind of go around here like these rings and just give it a touch just to kind of tie it all together. And nobody would ever think that you paid $4 for this, or that I paid $4 for this. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are saying without. I think I like, see, I had an idea, and then sometimes when I end up looking at it, I'm like, no, I think I like it better without. So that's okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing, kind of like down here. I'm just going to kind of take my finger and just highlight that center part. And now you have a high-end looking, like a designer boutique look for your home. And you would never know that this came from the Goodwill, right? You just kind of custom made something amazing from nothing. That's why I love what I do, y'all. It's so much fun to just create. And you could put this where you want. It doesn't have to be heavy. I'm just kind of going right around the rim on both sides. Just kind of keep it a little touch here and there. And then maybe a little bit more down here. What do you think? Hello, Betty. Line, I don't know that the line would go on the bottom. Let me see. So this is the front. See, I mean, hypothetically, I could even put it like here. I kind of like it without, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And I gotta stop touching the gold. It's gotta dry. Let me heat it. How amazing. Now, I even grabbed some of like these little half wooden beads. These are buffalo check, but hear me out. Like you could put one here and make like, you could paint these and you could put them like all the way down, but they'd be painted the gold, of course. And you can make it look like, you know, those big brass studs, and you could put cabochons or whatever you want on here. It's just cool. You can play around with stuff. Yeah, I'm going to keep the line for another project. I don't care for it on there. I am going to put, okay, let me make sure I got this centered where I want it. And then I'm going to, oh boy. Oh crap the bed, Fred. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna put this back together like so. As well as I can. Okay, I got it. And there you have it, my friends. Seriously, what a makeover, right? Who would have ever thought that I only paid $4 for this? Now, you know what I think I need to do though? I see one little bit that I don't like. I'm going to take my brush with this gold, and I'm just going to do, the urn came with the base. Yes, I got this whole thing at the Goodwill. I'm going to take my brush, and I'm just going to scoop that right there, that little dark, fine gap right there. Do you see what I'm covering up? I'm taking my gold and just kind of hitting that. There. So I just kind of blended that together. Look at how pretty. Now, you can add bling. Yeah, bling, little sparkle here and there, but look at how amazing that turned out. It does not look like, doesn't look like a $4 candle lamp from the Goodwill, that's for sure. The line on the back, it's just wood. It's just the wood you bend piece. It's flat. They ship fast. You don't wet it to bend it, Robin. You heat it. It's heat. Heat bends it. So it's wood you bend. It's the heat that bends when you heat it. And it goes around all different things. Yeah, it's amazing what you can find at Goodwill. And to think of what it looked like before we started, we didn't do a whole lot. We painted this, we added this, and we added some gold. But do you see what a huge difference that makes just by, and then picture it with like a candle. It totally enhances your projects. Guys, I'm like in love with this. This is going to be a hard one for me to get rid of. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can go check out all the wood you bend stuff there in my link tree. And have fun just creating different things, because you never know. Like, you can do a whole lot. You can glam up furniture, something simple like this. You know, you can make something totally like unique in your own. So flickering will be fabulous. Yeah, so I'm always, maybe I'll go to the Goodwill today, y'all. That might be kind of fun. I'm going to make sure that this is down there really secure too. But this is stunning, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am here every other Thursday with the Wood You Bend. And they're amazing. And again, I use the Posh Chalk metallic pastes. I used the pigment in orange gold. And I used the Posh Chalk patina in dark brown for the very first time. I've never used this before. And came out amazing. And then, of course, we used our Wood You Bend and the trim, and then here. Glorious. Mike is coming to Raleigh, North Carolina in like 2.5 weeks. I love you too, Maria. You guys are awesome. Stay sparkly, my friends. And I will see you on the main page way before then. But I'll see you back here on Wood You Bend 2 weeks from today. Love you all. Thanks. Bye.